Oh, you can't see my pants. What a shame. Peek the fit. Look at that waist. Oh my God. Why do I do this to myself? Well, 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 here we are, 3 months later, back at it again. Hi there, my name is Aridum. I'm gay, I'm non-binary, I'm trans, and now I am 6 months on HRT. By the time you're seeing this, it'll be like 6 months and some change, but don't pay attention to that. It has been a f***ing ride. But let's get a quick refresher before I tell you about all the things that have happened. I've been on feminizing hormone replacement therapy for the last 6 months, which means I take 2 different medications. I take estradiol, which is the feminizing portion, and I take spironolactone, which is the anti-androgen, aka the testosterone suppressant. Now in this recent checkup, I've gotten my estradiol dosage increased. So instead of taking 4 milligrams of estradiol daily, I now take 6 milligrams of estradiol. That just means that more feminizing things will occur because I'm taking more of it. And I've already noticed the differences. We will get to that. I cannot stress, it's night and day. In this recent checkup, we finally decided to check my testosterone levels. And here's the thing. For some reason, I was really nervous, but I had nothing to be worried about. There's only 2 outcomes that could have possibly happened. 1, my testosterone levels are low enough. Great. We proceed as normal. On the flip side, if my testosterone levels are not low enough, then that means I have to take more spironolactone, which is a goddamn shame. Because as we established last time, these things are not only huge, but they reek. I would rather not do that, but that's not what I was so stressed about. To be honest, I'm not fully sure why I was so afraid. Because even if my testosterone levels were too high, we had an obvious solution. Anyway, I was on break the next day after my appointment, and I was checking my email, and I got my labs back. What a pit in my stomach I got. I was terrified, like, oh God, what if it's too high? And I already told you what was gonna happen if it was too high. Well, take more pills. What are you so stressed about? I opened the email, and I'm so happy. Nothing could have spoiled that day for me afterwards. I was on cloud 9. I wish there was a stronger word for it, but it just felt really affirming and satisfying to know that I'm no longer running on testosterone anymore, but instead I'm running primarily on estrogen. That, of course, along with caffeine and spike, but mainly the estrogen thing. And I think that's why I was so stressed out about the results, because I don't want this anymore. I hate testosterone and I hate what it's done, so I just want all of it out of me. I want it all wrung out of me like a wet sponge. And for the most part, it is. I'm mainly running on estrogen, which means we didn't have to increase my spiro dosage, and I'm still on 100 milligrams daily. So that's what's going on when it comes to the pills. Let's get back to the meat of the matter, the changes. Now this time around, we have a longer list of stuff because it's been such a wild ride. I forgot to mention this last time because it was such a mild thing at the time, but now it's far more drastic. I cannot stress how exhausted I am all the time. And maybe that has something to do with the fact that I wake up early at my job, so I can't stay up as late as I used to. But god damn it. I worked there before starting hormones and I was fine. I didn't run into any problems then. As soon as the sun sets, I'll run out of steam. The days of me pulling all-nighters are gone. I don't know if I'll ever get that again. I'm truly mourning it. Also, since starting my new updose of estradiol, my skin has gotten way softer. Like, it was plenty soft before, but now I can't even explain it. I'm speechless. It's a source of joy, to be honest, to just like feel my skin at all. Not to mention the fact that along with it being softer, it is also. Now listen, I'm not saying that my skin is perfect, But I've had a consistent skincare routine for like the past 2 years. Wash my face, exfoliate, put some cream on it, blah, 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 blah. And like even then, before hormones, even then I would still get like the occasional like little rash or a few pimples along my forehead. In all these months, I have yet to have a goddamn pimple. I got nothing. I love it. Another thing that I forgot to mention in my previous video is that I'm absolutely ravenous, which has to be the most ironic thing ever. Because when I first started puberty, everyone was like warning my mother of the hunger that would soon take over me. When in reality, the complete opposite happened thanks to a little something something. Fun times. But nowadays, at my second attempt at puberty, oh God, I just can't get enough. I ate Chipotle before this and I'm still hungry. Can you believe that? What a cruel joke. But happier changes, back to happier changes. A fantastic development has occurred. I used to be shaped like a goddamn rectangle, but now we have curves. It's not anything drastic, but I have the beginnings of a waist. That and a small pair of hips. And I gotta tell you, they just sort of appeared. I was getting ready for work and I looked in the mirror, I was like, wait a second, that shouldn't be there. Unless. And wouldn't you know it, they're still here to this day. And speaking of curves, the star of the show, they're still growing, which means they're still aching, but that's fine by me. Thankfully, they're not super hypersensitive all the time anymore, but if I bump into anything, I will still die. It's a trade-off. Any more physical changes? Oh yeah, one more. Remember that motivation I was talking about last time and how it has decreased? She's gone. She didn't call, she didn't leave a note, she disappeared. I don't know where she went. Maybe Hawaii or Barbados, Canada, who knows? But she's officially gone. I don't know if she's gonna come back. She took the kids, I'm so sad. But that's it for the physical changes. Any changes that I talked about previously are either still happening at the same rate or are still happening at an increased rate. It's nothing else much to report on. The meat of today's matter is what's happening up here. Now, last time I didn't really talk about this too much, because there wasn't much to report on. My mental state was obviously for better, simply because of the fact that I was on HRT, but that was it really. And then month 4 came around. Oh my God. Because my mental state was so uneventful for those 3 months, I completely forgot about a very crucial side effect of HRT. Mood swings. What a f***ing mistake. The sun rose and I was happy as can be. And by the time the sun set, I was bawling my eyes out. I'm not exaggerating. Anything that made me sad, anything that made me angry, anything that made me happy, any kind of euphoria, instantly translated into tears. I remember before I started hormones, like the day I was picking up my prescription, another trans femme was warning me, buyer beware, those emotions are gonna kick in hard. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll be prepared. And 3 months went by, I completely forgot. And then month 4 reared its ugly f***ing head. Oh my God. And it wasn't even just that dichotomy of being relatively happy to acting like I just finished watching Luca. I might actually cry if I think about Luca too much. It's such a... That movie was so cute. Oh my God. Give me a second. I might have to pause recording. Any emotion that I had was instantly enhanced. If I was happy, I was happier. If I was sad, I was sadder. If I was angry, I was angrier. If I was stupid, I was idiotic. The last time I felt that out of control of my emotional state was when I was in middle school. And that wasn't a fun time. And month 4 wasn't any fun either. And I keep saying month 4. It lasted 2 months. I had to keep water on me at all times out of fear of me crying all the hydration out. But thankfully, since starting 6 milligrams of estradiol, I think, knock on wood, that I have leveled out and I will no longer get mood swings. But it's only been about a week, so we shall see. But aside from the emotional joyride that is mood swings, my mental state and emotional state has significantly improved. I remember there was so much doubt surrounding this choice for me, whether or not it would actually make me happy, and I feel like a lot of trans people deal with that. Any form of doubt when it comes to you know, being yourself. Nowadays, that doubt, it's hard to believe that I ever had it. This is hands down the best decision I've ever made. That and buying this camera, it looks so fucking good. Oh my God. But I do mean it. I feel happy a lot of the time. And it's so strange because it catches me off guard that I feel this way, that I feel this good. It's hard to imagine and it's hard to believe that I can just be this chill and this happy. That and experiencing the little spells of euphoria. I gotta say, there's no feeling quite like it. It deserves its own name, Euphoria. In the weeks before I posted my coming out video, I took a vacation to Egypt. It was a fun time, I'll talk about that later. But I remember in the hotel room, I got out the shower and it was about a week and some change after I started hormone replacement therapy. And I could see in the mirror that my chest wasn't as flat as it used to be. There was something there. It wasn't quite boobs, but it was the beginning. It was the beginning of boobs. The prelude to boobs. I'm so stupid. And I remember seeing that, and there was this feeling that started to rise in me. And it just came out as a sort of awkward and nervous laughter, and I couldn't stop for 5 minutes staring at myself. And I knew in that moment, like, oh, this is it. This is euphoria. And every few weeks since then, I get that spell of pure joy, and it's so wild. It's amazing and so unbelievable to say that I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm still trying to get by as best as I can like anyone else, but I am simply just excited for the future because I like myself now. But yeah, I think we're done. Here's to 6 months. Let's do 6 more. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like it. And if you didn't, hit Alt F4. There will be a present waiting for you. If you want to learn more about me or me being non-binary, you can watch my coming up video. If you want to learn more about my name, Aridum, and watch me have an identity crisis on camera, you can watch this video. My socials are linked below. I will see you at 9 months. Thank you so much for watching. I'm done talking for now. Bye.